Welcome to the house that Rockne built. Leahy turned into legacy, Parsegan renovated, and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. A late-season top 25 matchup on hand with a couple of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Canes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense set for a first down play. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, or the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it.
Afterburner's coming. At the 30. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
From the red zone, looking for a space. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Snags it! And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Moves away as he feels pressure. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense. And I tell you what, those slant routes, they're timing routes, and those are really hard to get your hand on the football. Nice job by the defender seeing it, reacting to it, and getting his mitten there to knock it down.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And that pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
Here come the Irish back on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so different.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab over the middle. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Just a short pass to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Fox. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Bought a little time, lets it go. Gets it out quickly. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Movement here from the tight end. Trying to turn the corner on the left. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And they get the sack right out of the gate. What a move to get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think Rudy, but this time you think a dude.
A dude. And listen, the more guys you get like this that can put his hand in the dirt and go get the quarterback, the easier it becomes to call defense. That guy is an absolute stud.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Trying to push their way into the end zone on third and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, K. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Arkansas delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Fayetteville. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
From the gun, the running back has it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when they get near them. They're so big, so strong. And those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Notre Dame. Miami, 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll run play action. Makes the grab on the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Keeps it on the bootleg. They're trying to get to it. It's complete on the right side. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fast motion from the offense. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami!
Miami. Number 4. Hall's in the end zone.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here come the Irish back on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He turns that loose down the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And once he got loose, it was all over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes his connection. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
And first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The give to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On second down, wants to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Right back to the well. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a pay.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down to possession.
The expressway is wide open. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking for a big gain. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots, soften up the coverage, get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative.
And he breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field. There's nothing you can do about it.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a 1st down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going up top on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. 1 more snap coming before halftime. The snap sets up to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
And in the closing moments of the 1st half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the 2nd half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be 1 drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Spits it out to the back. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. After After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. And you saw it right there.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The play action fake. He caught it. Touchdown, Iron. And the punishment has been extended. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to... And he's running in the open. He's at the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man on the right. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. They'll try the run. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. They'll run the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. They want to throw it. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Yeah, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Leaves it with the running back.
The running back carries the ball. Picks up the ball. Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's John. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. He's looking to throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. It's complete to the right. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got his man. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
He's now 2nd down.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Notre Dame right back to the line. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice picked off. Got some room to run. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Hurricane. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. Firing to the right, complete. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the 3rd quarter and get it back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Here come the Irish, back on offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating.
He's loose. Inside the... Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Shoots it to the left. Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Second and 10 after the previous play. Off play action. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man quickly. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Looking to throw on second down. Not in lockstep there with the receivers.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Nice move to keep moving. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the route is on. Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Western Michigan is going to walk off the field there inside Waldo Stadium with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. How about this? They go empty on 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. At the 45 on his way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. He looks that one in nicely. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Notre Dame 45, Miami 20.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Off the play fake. Trying to get to him. Makes the catch. It's Fox. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Canes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll run it on first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Got it! Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. He's got it! They will score! Touchdown, Canes!
Miami, number 86, with the grab and the score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Ready to get moving. Running behind that left side. Showing off the arms. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the beatdown has ensued. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Trying to take it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Irish! Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still pulling the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
27.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami! In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
PAT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Here come the Irish, back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Gain of 1. Brings up 2nd down.
Okay, ready? Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again.
Yes, 3 and 25.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Gets rid of it. He's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone.
Easy. Unlock. Black 24. Black 24.
Looking to throw. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the pummeling has started.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring and the defense better do something about it.
34.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. UCLA found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat, something this program has done time and time again inside the Rose Bowl. Bruins fans will enjoy this one for at least 1 week. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Now the play fake. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
They'll throw it on first down. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through it.
Fires toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that, a little rub their nose in it.
Quick pass on the fly motion.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got his man. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He'll set up to throw. Lets it fly. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the...
Got a lot of running room.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
Looking to go up top on first down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. On the move at the 30. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll throw it on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Makes the catch. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous part of the game. A late touchdown.
Number 83.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Smashes it through for the PAT. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers in the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Now the chance to take a knee. He's got it inside the 15. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. From the gun. He makes a grab. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
On the double.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal.
Get set, get set.
He's looking to throw. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the stomping has commenced. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They close that drive, going to the air for the final few inches. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. After this, it'll be a wrap. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. To the air on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to